From just one garlic bulb, I can make a lot of garlic powder. By doing this, I am creating a potent seasoning that is 100% free of additives. Back in the day, my grandmother always made her own. Not just to save money, but because she knew it was a secret to a long life. Before we begin, may God bless you with the gift of good health. Let's get started. I want to share a short story and some research with you about why garlic is so beneficial for your health. Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, once famously said that we should let food be our medicine and medicine be our food. He wasn't just talking in metaphors, he actually prescribed garlic to treat a variety of medical conditions. Today, modern science has confirmed that he was onto something big. Garlic is a powerhouse in the onion family, and its secret lies in its sulfur compounds. It is incredibly nutrient dense, giving you plenty of vitamin C, vitamin B6, and manganese while staying very low in calories. One of the biggest reasons people turn to garlic is for the immune system. Research suggests that garlic powder can significantly boost your body's defenses. In fact, studies on people taking supplements during the cold and flu season showed they experienced much milder symptoms and missed fewer days of work or school. Essentially, making garlic a regular part of your routine might help you avoid getting sick as often, or at least help you bounce back much faster. Your heart also benefits immensely from this superfood. Studies have shown that garlic supplements can effectively reduce blood pressure in people who struggle with hypertension. This is a big deal because researchers have linked this effect to a significantly lower risk of heart disease and strokes. On top of that, taking garlic for a couple of months can help lower your bad cholesterol by up to 10%, especially if your levels were already slightly elevated. Beyond the heart and lungs, garlic shows some fascinating potential for brain and bone health. There is evidence that allicin helps protect against cognitive decline, and some studies have even seen direct benefits for people living with Alzheimer's. For women, especially after menopause, garlic can be a natural ally. Clinical trials have shown it can reduce the oxidative stress that leads to osteoporosis and even help ease the pain associated with knee osteoarthritis. Finally, garlic is a natural detoxifier. And while it might not turn you into a world-class athlete overnight, it does help your muscles recover from the stress of exercise. More impressively, at high doses, it can protect your organs from heavy metal toxicity. A study on car battery plant workers showed that garlic reduced lead levels in their blood by 19%. And helped eliminate clinical signs of toxicity like headaches. It's clear that garlic is far more than just a flavor booster in the kitchen. The scent of the garlic is absolutely incredible. It smells so amazing. Before you take your garlic out of the heat, I've got to make sure it's completely dry. A good way to check is to try and snap a slice in half. If I leave even a little bit of moisture in there, my powder is going to end up clumping together later on.
But even with the
Making
best
garlic powder
machines,
now
you
is
might
so
still
easy,
find a
and I
few
can use
tiny
it in just
hard
about
bits that
everything.
feel like little rocks. You definitely don't want to bite into those, so it's a great idea to sift your powder.
Once
Just
it's
grab a
perfectly
fine
dry,
mesh strainer
I grind
over
it
a
down
bowl
into a fine
and gently
powder.
pour the powder through, shaking it to separate out any of those hard leftovers.
I really
Don't forget
recommend
to
using
scrape
a
the lid and
high-quality
sides of
blender
your
or
blender
grinder
too,
because some
you
cheaper
don't want to
ones
waste
might leave
any
you
of
with
that
big
flavor.
chunks. When you're finished, just move your sifted powder into an airtight jar. Mason jars work perfectly, or you can even clean out and reuse an old spice container. If you keep it in a cool, dark
everything
place like
looks
your
broken
pantry,
up and
it'll
smooth.
stay fresh for a year or even longer without losing its taste. There are so many ways to use this in your kitchen. You can toss it into
But even
soups,
with the best
pasta
machines,
sauces,
you might still find a
sautéed
few
veggies,
tiny hard bits
or even
that
fold
feel
it
like
into
little
your
rocks.
homemade sourdough bread. So it's a great idea
If
to
a
sift
recipe
your powder.
calls
For fresh garlic and you don't have any, just remember that
grab a
about
fine
an
mesh
eighth of a
strainer
teaspoon
over
of
a
this
bowl
powder is
and
equal
gently
to
pour the
one
powder
fresh
through.
clove. You've officially made your very own garlic powder. I really hope you found this helpful and feel ready to try it out in your own
separate
kitchen.
out any of those
Thank you
hard
for
leftovers.
watching, and I
Don't
see you in the
forget to
next
scrape
video. The lid and sides of your blender too, because you don't want to waste any of that flavor. When you're finished, just move your sifted powder into an airtight jar. Mason jars work perfectly. Or you can even clean out and reuse an old spice container. If you keep it in a cool, dark place like your pantry, it'll stay fresh for a year or even longer without losing its taste. There are so many ways to use this in your kitchen. You can toss it into soups, pasta sauces, sautéed veggies, or even fold it into your homemade sourdough bread. If a recipe calls for fresh garlic and you don't have any, just remember that about an eighth of a teaspoon of this powder is equal to one fresh clove. You've officially made your very own garlic powder. I really hope you found this helpful and feel ready to try it out in your own kitchen. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.